Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep getting triggered? Why do small things cause big reactions inside me? If so, you're not alone. We all have moments when emotions flood in and reactions seem to take over. A look, a word, a tone, and suddenly something stirs deep within. But the real question is not why we get triggered. It's how we respond when we do, and even more so, how we can see the ego before it takes over. That's what today is about. Awakening presence in the heat of reactivity. Understanding triggers and the ego. Let's start with this. A trigger is not just about what someone else does. It's about the wound it touches inside of us. A comment might seem harmless to one person, but to someone else, it hits an old pain. That's how the ego operates. It gathers past hurts, unprocessed emotions, and old beliefs, and builds an identity around them. Then, when life touches those wounds, it reacts. But here's the truth that Elevate and Motivate reminds us of. You are not the reaction. You are the awareness watching it arise. The ego says, "How dare they?" But presence says, "Ah, there it is. Let me feel this fully. Let me breathe." Seeing the ego before it strikes. So, how do we see the ego before it hijacks us? The answer isn't force, it isn't suppression, it's watchfulness. Awareness is like a gentle flame. The more we bring attention to our inner space, the earlier we can sense when ego is starting to rise. Here are a few signs. You feel tension in your chest or gut. You suddenly want to defend yourself. Your thoughts become repetitive or dramatic. You feel urgency, like you must act now. These are your early warning signs, and when you notice them, you pause. Take a breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Don't resist what you feel. Observe it. This pause is where presence enters. Connecting with nature and stillness. Presence can feel difficult when emotions are high. That's why Elevate and Motivate often reminds us. Return to the simplicity of nature. Nature doesn't judge. The trees don't ask questions. The sky doesn't argue with the clouds. So next time you're triggered, step outside if you can. Feel the sun, the wind, the earth beneath your feet. Let the body ground the storm inside. And if nature isn't accessible, bring your awareness to the body. Feel your breath. Listen to the sounds around you. Smell the air. The moment you do this, the ego begins to lose its grip. Not because you defeated it, but because you return to who you really are. Still, aware, free, changing the pattern. Over time, this practice changes you. Not overnight, not with one meditation, but slowly, gently. Your awareness becomes more steady than your ego. You begin to notice. You don't react as quickly. You recover faster from emotional storms. You feel peace even when others are triggered. You stop needing to be right and start choosing to be present. This is the gift of consistent practice. It's not about becoming perfect. It's about returning to presence again and again. Every trigger becomes an opportunity to deepen. Conscious choices and emotional freedom. As you deepen in awareness, something magical happens. You begin to respond instead of react. Instead of shouting back, you pause. Instead of judging, you observe. Instead of shutting down, you breathe. And with that pause, you reclaim your power. That's the real freedom Elevate and Motivate points to. You are not a prisoner of your ego. You are the space in which it arises and dissolves. You can forgive without forgetting. Speak your truth without aggression. Feel your emotions without becoming them. This is emotional maturity. This is spiritual growth, uplifting and warm. So next time you feel that familiar pull, that tightness in the chest, that urge to defend, react, or escape, pause and ask, who is feeling this right now? Can I be the space for this emotion? Can I choose peace, even in this moment? You are not your trigger. You are not your thoughts. You are not your pain. You are awareness. You are presence. You are peace. Let this reminder guide you. Be still. Stay present. And keep choosing love.